It's been told that the Iron Trials are supposed to be launching this week, and I am very, very curious to see what this entails. So I want to take a look at what I think we're going to see for Iron Trials, because they've already mentioned health and regen changes, perk changes, things like that that'll actually change the time to kill of the game. So let's have a discussion of what I think is going to happen, and some loadouts you guys are going to want to level up before Iron Trials hits, because there's a very large potential that this could be the ranked mode that we're going to see in the future. I spent a few hours this morning going back through my TTK spreadsheets, re-updating everything, adding a few extra lines, and while I was at it, I went ahead and threw 300 health onto this sheet. So my thought here is, if a plate is 50, right, chances are they're just going to keep using that formula and shove us to 300 health, which is a nice even number for them. So with that being said, let's take a look at what we have for some guns. The FFAR actually rises back to the top above even the AS Val, and that's something to say. So that's we're sitting as 0.6 TTK. So that's interesting when you consider that's actually 10 shots to kill for that FFAR. Mind you, the FFAR with normal health is only going to be 9 shots. So the big thing here we need to discuss is, yeah, it's actually 8 point something shots for the FFAR to get a kill, but obviously you can't shoot half of a bullet. So that's why it sits at the 10 rounds to kill and 9 rounds to kill for the TTK. So just kind of keep that in mind as we're looking at these numbers. So one of the big discussions that we need to have is the TTK for the sniper rifles is going to change dramatically, because at a distance they're only supposed to do around 30 damage to the head. Now, we don't know if that means to the chest it's still going to be the same 108 damage or 104 damage. But if that's the case, then it might shift the meta towards something that we really haven't seen before, which is the Dragunov. And if the Dragunov is going to be around, let's look at a loadout for this. So consider this: the Dragunov only does 175 damage to the head and 136 to the chest. Now, the thing here is the fast fire rate, and it's one of the few sniper rifles that doesn't do 250 damage, 260 damage to the head, which is a one-shot kill to the head at any distance. So it's feasible to think that the Dragunov might actually be phenomenal for this mode.
We're dead, Joseph. We're dead.
And also consider the Mark II carbine might be a potential option as a faster follow-up rifle than any of the other sniper rifles on the list, other than maybe the Rytec, but that's a very specific use case rifle. This also could push the M82 into service, since it does have a fast fire rate and fast follow-up. So there's a few loadouts for you guys right there with those. But if you're somebody that's going to be doing a lot of pushing, I would heavily suggest looking at the Street Sweeper and getting that leveled up. The Street Sweeper is going to be a very rapid 0.367 TTK, so that is going to be pretty much untouchable in any mode other than using like an akimbo amp or something like that, and that's just not feasible to do more often than not. As far as the AR meta goes for distance, I think we're going to see the FARA 83 really making it happen. The only problem with that is going to be the 60-round mags don't have a ton of damage output per magazine. So LMGs very well could reign supreme since they have larger magazines, and if that's the case, the MG82 is very likely to be up there, as well as the PKM. The main advantage, if you look at guns like the RPD or the M91, is going to be the less rounds per kill. However, we're still only looking at difference of 9 and 10 rounds, so it's not that big of a deal, and you definitely want the fire rate of the MG82 or maybe the Fin if that's what you're going after. As far as SMGs go, we're going to look at the OTS-9, as that is still going to be just a rock-solid champion there. Maybe consider the Modern Warfare or Cold War MP5. Those are both excellent options. My personal go-to is more than likely going to be the 5.56 AUG. It's just been something I've been vibing with lately. So that's probably what I'll end up running. But if you guys found this video interesting, give it a like. If you like me, give me a subscribe. Look forward to getting some content out on this Iron Trials and getting some gameplay up. If you guys are interested in watching that, comment down below. Let me know if you guys are interested in watching it on stream or in highlights. I can do either one. But I'll see you guys around. Thanks for hanging out.